Welcome to Redeye. Hello everyone, I'm Shillue. Let's welcome our expert post-debate debaters. Here to provide us some Insta analysis, Instagram icon and Fox News contributor Jedediah Bila. Providing post-debate psychoanalysis, the man voted most likely to look like a shrink, Reason Magazine editor-in-chief Matt Welch. He's just here for amoral support. Here to defend the indefensible, rabid Hillary fanatic and editor-in-chief of Internet Action Force, John DeVore. And the manager is calling in the switch hitter to the panel. He sees both sides, the right and the wrong. Sitting right next to me, TV's Andy Levy. Okay, let's rebate the debate.
Well done.
Before getting to our expert analysis, we want to get post-debate reaction from the man leading the GOP field, none other than Donald Trump himself. Mr. Trump, thank you for joining us.
Hello, Tom.
You are live in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Predicted, Mr. Trump, that the debate would be boring, was it?
Absolutely. There was probably the single most boring debate I've ever seen in my life. It wasn't really a debate. It was like, I like you, I respect you. That's not a debate. You know what I mean?
I see. You wanted a little more battling. Well, let me get your quick impression first of each candidate. Lincoln Chafee.
Never heard of him. Go on.
Hillary Clinton.
Well, Hillary, you know, I have to say, out of everyone, she did the best job, but that's kind of meaningless in that group. It's like being the world's tallest midget. Do you know what I'm saying?
I understand. Of course. How about Bernie Sanders?
Bernie reminds me of like an uncle. He's upset, he's angry, but he really can't do anything. He's ineffective.
And Jim Webb.
Jim Webb, I have to say, he looks like his head was about to explode. That shirt was much too tight.
Okay, and O'Malley?
Martin O'Malley seems like a model for like JCPenney or something like that.
Okay, good. Well, we're going to come back with you, Mr. Trump, later in the show. Okay, so you can stand by?
I can stand by, but I want you to know I won the debate when you want to get right down to it. I was trending on Twitter more than the actual debate, so I'm huge.
Excellent. Okay, we'll be back after the break. Now let's hear some of what happened on the debate, which started out with a bang when Anderson Cooper said this to Hillary Clinton. To nobody's surprise, Donald Trump's name came up at the debate.
A lot of the xenophobes, the immigrant haters, like some that we've heard, like Donald Trump, that carnival barker in the Republican Party.
Joining us again, live from Las Vegas, is Donald Trump. Mr. Trump, how do you feel about being called a carnival barker?
Well, I don't know too many carnival barkers who own 2 beauty pageants, global real estate, and is running for president. So I think that's a ridiculous thing to say.
I see. I mean, have you ever been to a carnival? I mean, they...
No, I don't like carnival. I don't like things like that. I really don't even like people, so carnivals are probably not my place.
Would you have said something back to him if you were on the debate stage with him?
Oh, I would have torn him apart. It just would have been horrible. You know what I mean? I would have felt bad for him.
Well, you might have your chance. I hear, Mr. Trump, that you're going to be hosting Saturday Night Live on November 7th. Are you excited?
I'm very, very excited. You know, I did it back in April of 2004, so I'm excited to be back, to be working with Dana Carvey and Mike Myers and that entire crew.
That's fantastic. Well, you know, we wish you luck. Are the other candidates going to have to get equal time if you go on a big show like that?
No.
Okay. Now, I want to talk, Mr. Trump, stay with us. I want to bring the panel in and
Absolutely.
talk about Biden. Okay, one of the biggest stories was who wasn't at the debate, and that was Joe Biden. But Jedediah, after watching the debate, does all this Biden hype matter?
I mean, like I said, I feel like Joe Biden would have been inclined to run into this race if Hillary struggled. But I mean, she held her own. So I think now he has to think about it. And I think what it's going to come down to is her poll numbers. Like she says, her emails don't matter. Her emails do matter because it's killing her in the polls right now. If you look at independent voters, she's having a really hard time with female voters. So I think he's still waiting on the line. I hope he runs. I would love for him to run. Oh, absolutely, because I want him to shake it up for her. She feels entitled to this job. This is the second time she feels entitled to this job. She lost the first round. I would love to see her lose round 2 as well.
John, if you're not a socialist and you don't want to vote for a pathological liar. There were 3 other candidates on that stage.
What are you
so what do we
talking
need Joe
about?
Biden?
He meant Sanders was
I know what he's talking
and
about.
Hillary was the pathological liar.
There's a part of me that really wanted Joe to ride in on a stallion. The only reason he should enter is to kind of disrupt the coronation narrative that I think is probably Hillary's biggest weakness. The fact that she is going to, that we just love her and that she's going to sweep on in. Like she needs to cut her teeth on some other candidates within the party.
Well, let me ask.
That's kind of the conversation that's happening in the Democratic Party right now. Is should she be given this like free ticket?
Andy, you want to comment?
Biden won't make up his mind, and I finally figured it out. I think my theory is he is waiting until every single person in America has made a "he's Biden his time" pun, and until that happens, he will not make a decision.
Yes. Okay. Well, let's bring in the front runner for the Republicans, Donald Trump. Who would you prefer to run against if Hillary is not the eventual nominee?
Well, if I could run against Bernie, I think I would just cream that guy. It would be over.
Now, why? Because you're the ultimate capitalist, you would say he is the ultimate socialist or anti-capitalist?
Absolutely. It would be so apparent who would win that. It would be me.
Okay, I want to ask about this. Is like because we have a lot of kind of libertarian energy on the panel. Matt, do you think enough time was given to NSA and phone surveillance and issues like that?
It was telling that there wasn't much time, and also legalizing marijuana. To which Hillary Clinton had another great answer of like, never mind. It was telling that you had a lot of people, Hillary's like, Snowden's a so-called whistleblower. He broke the law. She was really tough on him. It's a reminder that the civil liberties arguments that you're hearing from Democrats from 2006 and 7 and 8, you're not hearing those in the same type of tone of voice. She was totally unapologetic about the Patriot Act. Bernie Sanders, I think, was representing more the kind of civil libertarian energy up there. Jim Webb actually has a great civil libertarian record. He had a hard time talking about it because he really wanted to choke Anderson Cooper to death. And so it was kind of hard to get his thoughts.
I want to choke Anderson Cooper to death.
Have you debated with Anderson Cooper as a moderator, Mr. Trump?
No, not yet.
Great. But, John, how did the Democrats lose the civil libertarian angle to the Republicans? They have, haven't they?
What
They
answer
like
do we
spying, the
want
Democrats.
here? Well, I will say that the Obama administration has, maintained some policies that maybe
Maintained and extended.
and in some ways improved. No.
Listen, Andy, tell me if you agree. From to my eye, Lincoln Chafee seemed to be the most pro-Snowden candidate of all of them, the former Republican.
Yeah, he kept saying bring him home, which I think maybe he just saw The Martian. I think is what was going on there.
All right, we got to go. Thank you so much, Mr. Trump. Coming
Thank
up,
you, Tom.
enough of the Democrats already. Playboy Bunny's putting on clothes after the break, so stick around.